you gotta play with your action figures. There's no way, shape, or form that I could honestly like. I knew kids growing up that were like, "Oh, this is for display only."
But would they have doubles?
So that was a thing. That was another price range, or like not price range, tax bracket that I never understood. I knew kids I knew kids who had 2 of each.
I had a lot of toys, but nothing fucking doubles.
Dude, I had no doubles unless like my uncle accidentally bought me some other shit on like my birthday.
But you still had to hide it so they didn't return it?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what this is. This is great. But those guys would be my death dudes. Those are the death dudes.
You'd light them on fire.
That blow up, break.
Cover them in your own blood and piss.
I said death dudes. I didn't say cult dudes.
You're probably a creative kid. You're like, I see these commercials, which really is the only cool thing that you can do with action figures.
They're the best.
The shit they do in the commercial.
I remember anytime I saw an action figure standing on something with popsicle sticks and somebody hit it and the popsicle sticks would go everywhere and they're like, he got him. I'm like, I have to do this. I have to recreate it, but with black cats. I gotta blow something up.
Yeah, you were making like fucking scat films with yours.
It was actually the scat film was called Black Cats, by the way. It was gross as fuck. My mom hated it.
What would happen to like a G.I. Joe if you put a black cat in his hand? Just blow the arm off or blow the whole thing off?
So the black cats, they're like baby explosives. Right. And getting one individually is the most dangerous thing you can do. Because that fuse, because they're all conjoined together by one fuse. But if you take them off, they're that weird paper fuse that immediately goes down.
That's why it's like, if you have one, it's pretty much going to go off in your hand. It just
pop. Right. And it doesn't really, I mean, it hurts if you're...
I think if you close your hand, it might be a little bit worse.
Yeah, I mean, we all watched Armageddon. We all remember that part. You light a firecracker in your hand, it goes off, you burn your hand. You close your hand around it.
And that's why the rest of the movie was about drilling.
Well, you know what? I've often thought about how many nukes would it take to actually blow up a planet.
A planet?
A planet.
Like if we dug to the Earth's core.
Yeah, how many nukes do you think it would take to blow up the Earth?
They look pretty fucking radical when they're in the ocean. You know what I mean? You'd think if that was in the fucking core of the Earth, it would definitely do some damage. I would say 5 would fuck the Earth up forever.
5 would...
5 Hiroshima size.
I think what would happen is we would never get down deep enough because the Earth's core is molten magma. So by the time you got there, it would heat up. So it would fuck the Earth up, but like it wouldn't get deep
to the center.
It wouldn't get down and far enough to fucking destroy the Earth. That would just never fuck.
I'm going to trust what you say.
I'm telling you. Because you know how I know this? Because Carl Sagan said that.
About nuking the center of the Earth?
Because nukes, believe it or not, and this is crazy,
a philosopher?
Carl Sagan?
Yeah, is he a physicist?
Carl Sagan was one of the smartest people to ever walk the earth. He hosted a show called The Cosmos. He was an astrologist. Okay. He was an astrophysicist. He also
I got a day in astrology.
In the 50s, which I think is crazy because Carl Sagan was part of this team. So during the space race and the Red Scare and everything like that, people proposed blowing up the moon, blowing it up.
Yeah.
So the Soviets couldn't put a base on it.
If you can't have it, nobody can have it.
And it was amazing that Carl Sagan, one of the smartest people in the world, was part of that team. And he's like, maybe we could.
What's it going to fuck up? The tides?
What's it going to fuck up? Women. It's going to fuck up their bullshit cycles. I'm here. This is the End Podcast with Ryan Shanner. I am here with one of the hosts of Little Stinkers and the 2014 Philadelphia March Madness Comedy Competition champion, John DelCollo.
Thank you. You're aging me not enough, though.
Dude.
It was 2011.
Was it 2000?
Yeah. Yeah, baby. First open mic contest I ever entered. I won it.
You sure did. And then you got on a motorbike and went to California, which was the best part of that whole thing.
I think more people should do that. Dude. More people should win an open mic competition in their local scene and then leave on a motorcycle.
It was amazing.
Go to California.
I honestly thought you were...
more of a 15-month vacation than anything.
Yeah. I honestly thought you were going to die.
Because of...
No, I thought because I thought you were going to go out to California and never come back, and I thought it's like, yeah, he's going to get into drugs, dude, and just die.
I didn't die.
Yeah, I know. When I saw you again, I was like, he's back.
Definitely drank a lot, smoked a lot of weed, but I don't know if I did any other drug out there.
Oh no,
maybe I did a little freaking something once in a while, but once or twice.
Little frickin' something.
A little frickin' something. There is one night that I remember doing a little frickin' something, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I did mushrooms or anything cool out there while I was out there.
Really?
Yeah.
You had all that time.
Mm-hmm.
You were in a.
I guess the weed's just that good out there, bro.
It's fucking sick out there. So you sat in a. Well, now, when you said you were going out there, did you have a fucking. You had a apartment ready, right? Or did you just go out there?
I had a friend to move with.
Oh, you lucky fuck.
And then we lived like in somebody's back room for a month while we all looked for a place together.
And that never happened.
No, we found a nice
you
place.
did? You did?
Yeah.
And then.
A nice place for 4 grown men to share 2 rooms.
How'd that work out?
It was weird. I mean, to be 24, 25 and
See, now when I
go
think.
into a roommate situation,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When's the last time you had a roommate? Did you ever have that?
A roommate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a roommate now.
No. Like in your actual room, you share a room.
Oh no! When I was living at my parents, when I was in elementary school, my brother
With
was
your
my-
brother?
My brother
Yeah.
was my roommate, first roommate,
Yeah.
Fuck.
First and only.
first and only roommate.
Lucky.
Yeah, it was pretty. So you had a guy living in
Yeah, it was
your
like
room.
being in a college dorm again, basically.
Did you guys have bunk beds?
No, I had a fucking air mattress. I slept on an air mattress for 12 months. It was freezing. You know how cold it gets at night there? There's nothing insulating you. I learned a lot about physics that year myself.
You on an air mattress?
Thought about blowing up the moon a lot.
Dude, you on an air mattress is the saddest image in the
It
world.
was a double high at least.
Oh yeah, you had one of those nice Coleman ones.
Yeah, so there's more air to get cold in there.
So wait, did the other guy have a real bed?
Dude, he started on an air mattress, and then some guy
Upgrade.
He just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and a guy that like neither of us really
Dude,
know.
that's how you should never get beds, by the way. It's right place, right time. Is never the
Oh
way
my
to
god, I was so
acquire a
jealous of
bed.
this used bed. Dude, nothing in my life would have
Did he just show us, like,
could have
dude, got a
improved
bed?
anymore.
I was walking down the street, right place, right time. It was like fucking perfect, dude.
I think I probably spent like $300 on like fucking air mattresses, one at a time. Like
You
maybe
spent
they're
$100 each?
maybe they're $60 or $70 a pop
yeah.
for the double high. And over the course of like a year, they pop, you know what I mean? And I think a bed from IKEA is like $250.
Yeah.
Like I could have
You
just
could have just gotten
a little bed. Yeah. But now I
But
wanted
you
that
were
double
like,
high
nah,
queen, baby.
You want it with the little divots in it that fucking dude.
Yep.
Those are the fucking best.
I tell you what they don't do. They do not keep you warm.
They
That's
also
not for warmth.
You know what? They also collect cum like you wouldn't believe too.
Oh my god, this guy's
They do
tripping.
not. They do not. They just
Well, that whole
collect cum.
material, the material of the top of a air mattress is a cum collection.
Dude, the suede, that
Yes.
weird suede shit.
It's
Oh.
cum's best friend or worst enemy. I can't tell.
They're
they
frenemies,
never
dude.
part.
They're frenemies, dude. They are like one of those things like, I don't need you in my life, but I can't live without you right now, dude.
You son of a
You fucking son of a bitch.
You
Yeah.
complete me.
You know what they are?
The Joker and Batman.
I can't live without you.
Be like a dog. I got the tire.
I don't want to kill you. You complete me.
Meanwhile, I'm scrubbing the fuck out of this
Oh
thing
my
to try
God,
to separate
dude.
the cum from his best friend.
There's
the air
nothing,
mattress.
dude. I'll say this about an air mattress because I had one for a while. Putting a sheet on it, you feel like the biggest dickhead in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Putting a sheet on an air mattress, you feel like a fucking dipshit.
It's truly polishing a turd.
And it really, and like, I remember I bought sheets for my air mattress because I was trying to bring a chick back. And I
Special
remember
occasion sheets.
I looked at my air mattress like, she is not going to want anything to do with this.
No, the sheets are to try to cover up the fact that it's a bed made of air.
There was also
If you can only see a little bit, it's like, oh, maybe that is an actual human's mattress.
I had no air conditioning in my house at the time. So I was staying in this room that was like a fucking just hot box. And where I laid on the mattress, you could see where my sweat had stained.
God, a permanent shainer.
It looked like someone had like gone to hell through the mattress. It was just like this fucking burnt body. I was like, oh my God, I need to cover this up. And I bought queen size, because you always get the queen size mattress. Anybody, if you're getting an air mattress.
Twin is like only if you have a space confinement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twin is for guests.
$15 more to get the. Oh, yeah. If you're living on
Yeah.
the fucking air mattress. Wait, I'm going to be living on this? Am I going to be floating it down the Delaware River? I better get the queen.
If things go wrong, I am living on this. I'm on a raft on the Mississippi with this fucking thing. But I did I did see the stain of my body on this fucking mat.
I'm sure there was one of me as well.
There had to have been.
Yeah.
There's no way. If it was like that cold or that, and especially if it fluctuated in California, I don't know how it fucking gets.
I never realized it was cold until fucking you can't fall asleep on this goddamn air mattress because it's so fucking chilly.
Wait, did you have no sheets?
Well, it's like sleeping on the ground. You know how you need a air pad,
Sure.
air mattress or whatever when you go camping?
So you were already on.
If you have an air mattress,
but you're
only cold
indoors.
air.
You're indoors.
I know, but it's like, I think we might have not had heat. I think we didn't have heat, and that wasn't helping the situation at all. But if I'd only gotten that guy's free bed,
man,
I would have been able to sleep comfortably.
Now, when you were out there, did you ever have a situation where you're now you had a roommate. Now, I could only imagine there had to have been time where that dude was like, yo, I'm bringing a chick back. I'm bringing a chick back. Don't come in the room.
Yeah.
Now,
I was like, all right, let me get my... collect my belongings.
Did you get your
box.
Did you get your air mattress out of there? Did you pull it out?
No, I can crash on a couch in a pinch if I need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised that didn't happen very often.
No, I was gonna say 4 men living in 2 rooms, no chicks.
I think there's a lot of car fucking.
Yeah.
You just go out to the car out front, heat up the windows.
Go out to the car.
Oh, that happened. My roommate would pull that off a lot.
Hell yeah, dude.
Not the guy in my room.
There's no
one of the
heat,
other grown
baby.
men
Do you want to
sharing.
go in the fucking Ford Explorer and get fucking wrecked?
Oh, I'm talking like a fucking Toyota Camry. Is that the smaller one?
That is a sick car to fucking. Camrys are the shit. Dependable
Your
and
boys
fuckable.
are up on the fucking porch going, yeah.
Dude, was there a moonroof and you guys could look down through it?
I think there might have been,
That
but
would've been
that thing was
sick.
fogged up by that point.
Dude, you got to crack the roof. You got to crack the stank out. Dude.
Yo, your boys trying to see some fucking titties.
Yo,
flopping
dude,
down
come
there.
on, man. Spread the wealth. None of us are getting pussy in here. That's got to be a rough fight. So wait, how long did you spend out there? I don't remember when you came. I don't remember when Return of the Soldier happened.
Yeah, a year and a half. It was. I don't think I advertised it very loudly. It was a very tail between my legs situation.
Dude, I just remember seeing you at an open mic a year later and being like, what the fuck is that?
I was like, I haven't done stand-up in 8 months.
And I remember asking you how California was. And I was like, how'd it go? I was like, did you get, like, because I was like, I thought you were going out there like, I'm changing everything.
No, I was probably 30 pounds heavier a year
Yeah,
later.
you were bigger.
Yeah.
You were bigger.
I started eating my feelings
Yeah, that'll happen.
and following food trucks until they parked. I didn't even know what they served. I was just like, I'm going to follow this
I'm going to
motherfucker.
get this mother. I'll follow to
park.
the end of the earth.
And I ain't going to walk around that park.
Damn, dude. What was your drug of choice from the food trucks? You a taco guy? You're definitely a taco guy. I don't even know why I'm asking that.
Yeah, Kogi barbecue. It's like Korean barbecue,
But they call it,
fusion with Mexican.
dude, fusion.
So you get a Korean barbecue like taco, and it's, buddy, I didn't ever say the word fucking flavor profile in my goddamn life until I had one of these things. They are the best. If you're ever in Southern California, find a Kogi truck.
Kogi.
Mm-hmm. Or Koji. Kogi.
Do they also sell air mattresses too? Did they? Seems like
No,
that
and
seems like
they
that's
will
the
not
fusion.
serve you if you ride yours up to the window.
That is, you know what? I've often, when I got my air mattress, because I had talked about it too, I think on the last pod about hovercrafts. When I got my air mattress, I thought about like putting a fan up against it and like putting it on the, like you, I immediately thought, because I'm an idiot, I was like, I could probably take this on the river. I could probably
Wait, and make it float above the water?
No, like when you like make it like an air fucking fan boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Small generator.
Small generator.
Yeah.
You'd have to stabilize it with wood. So you'd have to make sure that you probably need more of a flotation.
And you need a fucking, you know how big those swamp boat fans are?
Yeah, I know they're huge. But I was thinking about
Gigantic.
getting a
They're like
fucking
jet engines.
Lasco box fan.
I know. And I can't figure out if you want to put it in the water or you think it's going to move the air so much.
No, I thought if I put it on the Delaware and I like had a way to plug it in, I'd be able to like down and be like, hell yeah, dude. Like I thought I'd be able to do it because I was working at Kavanaugh's River Deck at the time.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of daydreaming over the river there.
Yeah, I remember I was be like, how funny would it be if like I rolled up to work on the air mat?
Jesus
Like that's
Christ.
what I wanted to do.
I would still be telling people that story.
Dude.
If this was 15 years ago that you worked there, I'd tell somebody once a week about the time the guy came from New Jersey, where he did not live.
I did not live.
On a fucking air mattress.
Didn't live.
I must have had a fucking hell of a journey.
Dude, actually, to tell you the truth, I'd walk down to the slip near Dave and Buster's, and I just jump the fence, and I get there like, time to go to work. I wonder how much I can. I thought about how far I could get. And I remember thinking, like, I would be like swimming in pussy if I did that. Like, that was my whole thing. I was like, if I do something that dumb,
this air mattress can't handle that much pussy.
Chicks are going to see me and be like, that guy is who I want to fucking throw my face forward on and just fucking lose my mind. I did not do it, but I did. Did you ever? So wait.
I think a broomstick and a bedsheet would have been.
Like a sail
working,
on it?
yeah.
Oh man, that would have been sick as fuck.
Yeah, fan is a backup.
Dude, if I was gonna use the broomstick and a bedsheet, I would have one bib overall suspender thing, and I'd have them rolled up. Be like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I'd be full fucking Huck Finn.
Yeah,
I would never not. I would probably get one of my black friends to be with me.
I figured that was coming sooner or later.
It would have to be on there. James would be along with me. And I figured we would both get to River Deck and we would party, but I didn't do that. I thought about it all the time, and I would like tell my other friends, I'm like, yo, I'm going to show up to work on the air mattress. He's like, you fucking won't. And I was like, you fucking.
Nah, that's the kind of thing you got to keep close to your fucking chest and then just show up and get fucking plowed by an actual boat crossing the river.
That's another thing I thought about doing is getting a boat. I also romanticized the idea of getting a houseboat. I thought that was like another thing that I was going to do. I thought I was going to like save up money.
Are there any actual houseboats near that place?
There's one, and it's pretty fucking big. It's like, honestly, it looks like a fucking yacht. It doesn't look like a houseboat. Like when you think in your head what a houseboat looks like.
Houseboats have a fucking, basically a sidewalk around.
Yeah, they just look like a fucking square.
Yeah.
Like a little box. This one is like, it looks like a regular boat, but I know some dude lives on it. And I thought, for a while, I was like, I'll just save up money from River Deck and I'll just get me a little fucking.
That way, my commute will be so fucking short.
So quick.
And I'll never get another DUI on my houseboat.
Dude, getting a DUI on a houseboat would be the sickest thing.
It says you have a fucking motor on it.
I'm at my house.
Yeah, but you've been paddling your fucking boat for the last hour.
Oh, look, he's able to do it. I don't think it is. What are you going to do? Call the aqua cops on me and get the fuck out of my face?
Both of your fucking hands are just
I'm on houseboat
taped
arrest.
paddles around them. You're doing Edward paddle hands.
I have to get home. That would be. I just often thought like, oh, I'll just pull up to work on a boat. Pulling up to work on a boat would be the sickest thing in the fucking world.
That's very, very cool.
That is the cool. Like that right there is pussy on tap. Like if you're a dude and you show up to work on a boat, come on.
And you don't work by the water.
And you also don't even work at that place. If you just show up to work, it's like, I'm working here today. They'd have to let you do it.
I guess that's maritime law.
That is it. It's international water law, dude. If you show
I'm not in Jersey or Pennsylvania right now.
In the middle of the Delaware, it's like,
it doesn't matter. We will shoot your dick off if you don't put it back in your pants.
You're just out there with one eye patch from fucking Waterworld, just like yelling at people. I built a flamethrower for my houseboat. You can't not.
There's fucking. I don't think I've seen a houseboat around here, but there's a couple in Sausalito across the bridge from San Francisco. That one of them looks like the Taj Mahal. Like it's pretty cool.
Fuck out of
They
here.
never leave the dock. I don't think they're
not
seaworthy.
Dude, I almost said seaworthy. I was like, seaworthy?
I think they probably even like if there's I don't know if bad storms happen there to the point where they have to like remove boats from.
Oh, they don't
harbor.
even remove the boats.
No. I think it stays there year round.
I mean, if you're ballsy enough to build a houseboat to look like the Taj Mahal, that's stationary.
Right.
That's never going anywhere.
And then there's one that just looks like would be a house in the woods. It's all wooden, has like a deck all the way around, roof decks, really sick. I have to imagine though that like if you wanted, I assume you can just buy that like a house from the person that lives there.
Sure.
I would have to imagine over $1 million for these things.
Yeah.
In that area.
Without a doubt, especially if you like. I mean,
And it's not big. I bet you
No.
the Taj Mahal room is only like 3 or 4 bedrooms.
but it's got the little weird scoopy things
I
on
know.
it, dude. The fucking
That's $1
ice
million
cream.
right there.
Dude, that's sick as hell.
Little Tetris guys.
Yeah, dude, those are the best. I would honestly just be out there every day, like, what do you guys do? Like, just yelling at people, like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm just at my Taj.
Oh yeah. Oh me. I'm just living at the Taj Mahal still.
I would wear a turban constantly. I don't.
All right. Okay. Maybe this is a good crowdfunding thing.
Yeah, that's what
Let's
I think.
get you that house. Let's move you the fuck out of
You know
here.
what I'm saying? I think I, as an American, deserve the Taj Mahal houseboat, so I can wear a turban on my own time instead of.
Stop wearing it
Stop wearing
on other
it on other
motherfuckers' time.
motherfuckers' time. I'll show up to work with my turban and my Taj, my turb-Taj, and I fucking. That's what I fucking need.
You get to carry around one of those Sikh knives.
The
The guys that wear the turbans, some of them have the
big curved knives.
Yeah.
I heard.
Are they
that-
long? Are they like really long?
Yeah. Have you ever played the Aladdin video game? They're fucking long as hell.
Not since 1995,
Yeah,
but
well,
damn, it was my favorite.
it was fucking unbeatable.
Actually, that's not true. I think I've played it on a computer since.
You played Aladdin on the computer?
Yeah, there's a bunch of those old
Oh, the
games
emulator
that you can
dogs.
just go. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's no way we don't have Aladdin on that motherfucker.
I bet you it's on
Dude,
there,
I bet
yeah.
it is. And I bet it's still just as impossible. Disney games
Where
were
was the?
Disney games were hard.
Yeah, I feel like I never beat that or the,
Or the
Lion King.
You never beat the Lion King.
What
You
was the one that you would jump in on? I feel like it was always hopping from one thing to another.
So you're talking about? Are you
You
talking
ended up
about? I
dying.
Can't Wait to Be King. That musical.
Was
part?
he like bopping on people's heads or something?
It's like you had to go through the ostrich and you had to go through the fucking goddamn giraffes. You have to roll down their back, and then there was hippos, and then you got to a point where it's just like boom, and you
Yeah.
die again. And I could never get past. Once
I don't know if I ever beat that or not.
I got past that part. The only time I kept dying was during the stampede.
But that was
stampede was impossible.
Oh yeah, but that was when you couldn't save, right? Every time you turned the
No,
game
you
off, you
couldn't
had to
say
play
it. You had
again.
to write down passwords, which I think is also. I think we should bring that back. Write down passwords to shit.
So
I still have
what?
the whole
If I
box
got to
full.
this level, it would say, "Enter this password to return here."
I don't know if the
I don't
Lion
remember that.
King had that.
Okay.
So when you died, you died.
Right.
You started over until you bought the one and only, or got it, right place, right time, Game Genie. Until you got the jeans.
That's something you put in the cartridge,
thing,
and then you put your
the
cartridge in
on
there.
top. You flip the switch, that green light comes on.
I don't think I knew anybody
That's where
with
the
that.
Sikh sword is, actually. If you turn on a Game Genie, you will see that curved sword, and you put in the
They have a
fucking
little
code.
attachment for the end where it's like a Swiffer on the end of it. Oh wait, I thought you were talking about cleaning these in real life.
No. I'm talking about
They
when
have
you,
the
when you turn it on, the emblem, the little icon that you move around is a curved sword.
yes,
Because he's a genie. Aladdin.
Well, it's not because of the genie carrying the sword. I think it's Aladdin's thing.
Oh man,
Right? He carried that goddamn
Aladdin didn't
thing.
have a sword.
He didn't have a little fucking.
Prince Ali did not
wasn't he
have.
slicing up apples or something with it.
No,
You could have convinced me.
I don't
otherwise.
think.
You could convince me. Probably, the plot of the movie is completely different than it was.
So first off,
I'm very malleable.
so Aladdin goes to jail for a crime he didn't commit, and he's got to convince his new black friend Red that he needs to break out of prison, and he does it through a storm grate, actually, that has poop in it. And he finally gets to the end, and he convinces Red, whenever he gets out of jail, to meet him in Barbados to build a boat, bringing it back to the houseboat thing.
Perfect. Maybe I've never seen Aladdin.
It's almost like Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, that was the plot of the movie Babe. Pig in the City.
Man.
The sequel.
This what was it? Pig in the Big City or Pig in the City?
Babe Pig in the City.
Big Pig in the City.
Which was also my 2016 trip to Manhattan. Fat boy running around town getting arrested.
Oh man. You know, that's you and I have that in common about getting arrested in New York, but you had a knife, you big dumb dick.
Well, you had your big dumb dick out, you fucking big knife.
First off, I didn't have my big dick out. I was trying to
I thought you got peeing in public.
No, I got busted going through a turnstile.
You hopped the thing?
I hopped the thing. And you know,
Ooh.
I went through it with fucking Omar Scruggs, the one and only, because I had no money left on my Metro card. And then Omar went through and he's like, follow me. So I'm like nuts to butt with Omar. And we go through, and as soon as we do, they let Omar go. They just like
One of you had money.
Omar that was his card.
So
Omar went through.
whoever's second is the one that stole.
And I definitely stole, and they fucking arrested me immediately.
Uniform guys?
Nope. Plain
clothes.
Plain clothes.
And they're just hanging out.
They were
by
just waiting.
The
They were waiting for all the shit. Dude, I remember seeing them, and they were like, "Don't run." And I didn't see their badges at first. I was like, "Fuck this. Fuck you, idiots. I'm getting out of here."
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Thinking that they're like citizens arresting you.
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
thought. I was like, "Fuck
These guys
it."
can't even get hired by the biggest fucking police force,
Yeah.
and they're just trying to call people out.
I was like, "You guys are narcs, you pussies."
Fucking
and I
Subway
started like
Pumbos.
picking up my pace, and the guy like held up his fucking. He's like, "Don't
Yeah.
run." I was like, "Fuck." So then,
Now I'm running straight for the track,
Yeah,
and I'm
dude,
coming
I
in front of a
just
train.
dumped in-
Because you're ruining my fucking life.
the F train derails. I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" But they fucking apprehend me, and that's when I dealt with. They were both nice guys. They're very nice dudes, and they were
My
trying.
guys treated me nicely after I was in handcuffs as well.
Dude,
I assume
weren't dicks.
that's because we weren't fucking dicks to them.
no,
But it's like
yeah.
they weren't nice enough to let us go.
No, not at all.
So-
not at all. They were, but the guy was nice enough. I mean, it was good cop and very overbearingly gay cop, which I thought was really funny.
Really?
Yeah,
How diverse.
it was very funny because the good cop was like trying to like help me out, and he's like, because when I got busted and I gave him my fucking ID, he was
Trying to give you a New York address figured out somewhere so you
exactly
could not have to do overnight.
Yeah, not be. Well, the guy told me like detained anywhere from 1 night to 4 days.
Because a judge would have to,
Exactly.
if you're from out of the city or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
So I was like,
I like that little trick.
Yeah.
That they
it was very nice.
they let you do it.
Yeah.
They let you make up an address.
Well, the only thing is, I didn't even know what address. I was like, New York, New York.
I know, right?
had no
Fucking
idea what-
you
I
said
was
the
like,
M&M store
I
address.
live at Statue of Liberty
Yeah.
Boulevard. I don't
I'm
know.
actually staying at Trump's tonight. What's
Yeah.
that fucking guy's address? I always
Is
forget it.
that?
I always just go to the place with his name on it.
I almost
I
said
never know the address.
like the address of the Amityville Horror House. I'm like, yeah, that's where I live. I don't know.
That's Long Island. It's a
Yeah.
completely different county, you piece of shit.
It's crazy. But when I said that when they saw I didn't live in fucking New York, the good cop was like, "Oh, well, you probably do live in New York, right?" And then I was like, "Oh," and then the gay cop was like, "Yeah, you don't want to get detained. They eat you up in there with them shoulders and them arms." And,
Oh my
dude,
god!
and I was like,
I'm gonna get eaten
dude,
up out
and
here.
I remember being like, I kind of like laughed. He's like, "Yeah, you think he's like a pretty boy like you think you're gonna survive in there?" He's like, "You ain't in there with guys who jump in the turnstile. They're guys that's assault. It's murder. It's robbery. You're gonna be in there with the motherfuckers, and they're gonna eat you up. They're gonna eat you up with them shoulders."
It's people that we patted down for no reason, and they had 1 gram of weed on them, so they are now in jail.
They're just mad about everything right now. They're gonna fuck you in the ass. And I was like, okay. So then, and he'll hold it over me all the time. And I do appreciate that he was there. Again, right place, right time. I'm scrambling for an address. I got nothing. And all
Right?
this-
Is Omar still
Omar's
in the
gone.
vicinity?
I told him to go. I told him, I was like, get out of here. You're black. I was like,
Save yourself.
These cops they're cops, dude. You're live. I believe you. And then I'm standing there. I'm in handcuffs. I got nothing. And all of a sudden, I see the fucking legs come down, and it's fucking H. Foley. Whoa. It's fucking Foley. And I'm like, get over here. He's like, what's going on? What do you need? What's going on? What's happening here? And I was like, hey, remember how I moved in with you and I don't remember the address? And he was like, what? And both cops are staring at him. I was like, yeah, man. Remember how I don't remember the address. I moved in a couple of weeks ago. He's like, oh yeah. So he gives them the address, which
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even remember for the life of it. It was in Queens.
Right,
I
but
do
all he
remember
had
that.
to do was give any address
Anything.
that is actually in New York.
So
'Cause
they
when I
wrote-
gave them an address that I thought was correct,
Yeah.
they were like, is that a real street? Is that a real street? And I was like, had to give them like landmarks where it was.
Oh man.
Yeah, for them
I
to be
would-
like,
I would-
oh, okay, it's right off fucking Bordyqua Place or whatever. And I was like, yes, it is.
Dude, I would have been saying like, yeah, I'm right off the M&M store, right near the place where they sell all the Statue of Liberty, knickknacks.
I
don't
live
know.
in the basement of the souvenir hat store.
It's pretty popular. I live in 99-cent pizzeria. It's pretty good, and I live in the attic there.
It's so funny that they would just let you give any address.
Dude.
I live on 72nd and Broadway.
I had no idea. So then they took me to the car. You know, they got the address, they took me to the car. And I'm just like, again, very nice. These guys were not like, they weren't like throwing me around or anything like that. Just like let me up. So
I think they don't do that if your demeanor is in general just...
I was more confused than anything. I was like, really, you guys are busting me for fucking jumping a turtle? Like, just find... I even told them, like, is there any way you guys can just find me now?
Can we skip this shit? And you can actually make $100 off this. Whatever I have to pay to not go to fucking jail right now.
I was like... They're like, oh, you're going to face a fine. I was like, okay. Is there any way you guys can just print it up like the fucking PPA or some shit and just... I'll take it and then I'll pay it?
Nah, baby. They need those fingerprints.
They need all of it. So then they put me in the back of a squad car. And I'm sitting back there, and the guy's like, so what were you up here for? I was like, oh, I was doing a stand-up show. He's like, oh, yeah? And then the gay cop's like, oh, funny and good looking. You would have never... Like, dude, I was like, God. Dude, I was cracking up. So then we get there. We get to the precinct.
It's the gay cop's apartment.
Turns out he lives beneath the 99-cent pizzeria, and he's going to make some pizza out of my ass. But we get to the precinct, and as we're walking in, the good cop is like, yo, when you get in here, you got to make fun of our fucking chief. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, just make fun of him when we get in there.
God, roast the top cop.
And I was like, what the fuck? So we get in, and it's like, I'm looking at like a stupid desk, and there's like 3 guys, and he's like, yeah, make fun of him. Like, why is it wrong? He's like, yeah, he's bald. You'll see him. Like, I can see him right now. Make fun of him for being bald and dumb. And I was like, what? And I just got in, and they're like taking my information. And then the chief comes over. He's like talking to the guys. He's like, yeah, this guy once got something to say to you. And I was like, you're bald. I was just like, you're bald.
Dumb bald fuck.
You're bald and you're dumb. And everyone starts, everyone.
People are coming out of the fucking corners and shit.
Laughing. And the chief's standing there like stone face. He's like, get this jokester in a cell. And I was like, fuck. And then I go into this holding tank. And they're taking all
alone, or is there company in there?
There was one guy in a tank next to me. I was in a cell by myself, and they weren't cells. They were almost like coffins. It was fucking so small. It was so small.
There was only one per one.
There were
person
3
per
in the room,
thing?
and then there were 3 in the room, and then there was like an information station.
Yeah,
it was fucking wild.
Would they have put another person in your actual?
I mean, they could have, but like there was no one there. There was one guy in the cell next to me.
Yeah.
So then they're taking my vitals. And this is where it was really funny. They're taking my vitals, and the good cop is like, all right, it's like age. I'm like 20. I think I was 29 at the time, or 30. And he's like, all right. He's like,
I was 29 when I got arrested in New York. Holy shit.
Fucking wild.
It was my 29th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Didn't give a fuck about my
did
birthday,
not.
dude.
So he's like, how tall? I was like, oh, 5'6". He's like, all right. And he's like, weight was like 155 or something. He's like, okay. He's like, brown eyes. He said brown eyes. Good cop said brown eyes. Gay cop from across the room goes, nah, they hazel.
Is coming from the fucking shitter on a different floor.
I was like, holy fucking shit that he knew that. And I was like, yeah, they're hazel.
That is so fucking
holy
funny,
fuck.
man.
We got to listen to messages. Let's check them out.
God damn.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be from the gay cop.
I hope it.
Congratulations on your new podcast.
What the fuck? Why is this? Oh, that's because it was caught on the fucking. God damn it. Whew.
Smooth.
Yeah, dude. That's what got that gay cop all around. That was my smoothness. Oh.
Hey, Ryan, just watched the Dan Soder episode. Could you please start a podcast with him and Sam Roberts? Just a all wrestling podcast. Thanks.
I'm not sure who Sam Roberts is. I'm going to plug in Lemaire for this because he's also a wrestling.
Yeah, that would be great. And I mean, like 90s, I watched probably one of my favorite pay-per-views last night was 1998 ECW's Living Dangerously, which is an amazing pay-per-view. Great matches, and that's the match where fucking the most infamous one is where Taz tries to choke out Bam Bam Bigelow, whom of which I don't know if you know who either of those fucking guys are.
remember Bam Bam Bigelow.
So Bam Bam Bigelow, huge dude. He's trying to choke him out, and then Bam Bam falls backwards, and they go through the mat. They go through the wrestling ring, and like it stops the entire fucking show.
Yeah.
And they actually, the rest of the pay-per-view, they have like caution tape around the hole because they don't know how to fix the fucking mat.
No way. They do it, but they just have the wrestlers avoid that corner, that 25% of the fucking... That's incredible.
It is fucking great.
How much was a pay-per-view for wrestling back in the 90s? $50?
No way.
Okay.
For ECW, it was like, I remember like it'd be like maybe $35, $40. If you were getting like big time boys, if you were getting, which is to WWF, I mean, WrestleMania would probably be like $50. And then also the only pay-per-view I remember my buddy had it. And like he got it and I never went to see it. And I just remember I just didn't go. Was the one where Owen Hart died. Where Owen Hart hit the fucking turnbuckle and died.
Damn.
Do you know how that happened?
Not really.
Jesus Christ. What did you watch when you grew up?
I suppose it was mostly Nickelodeon and like Disney Channel until high school. And then I think I was like, once people had cars, baby, we were out on the fucking road smoking weed.
I mean,
left wrestling TV in my rear view. My friend's rear view. I didn't have a car myself.
In that Toyota Supra, just like looking back like, I'll never fucking see you again.
I did watch wrestling for like in 6th grade for like 1 year. I think 5th grade maybe. We went to like a thing at the Wachovia or Spectrum.
Sick.
And do you know what that would have been? Like I can't tell if it was a big deal, like it was a WrestleMania, or if
it could have been just like a regular. It could have been a Raw taping. It could have been like a TV taping. Unless you probably would have remembered a WrestleMania.
Okay,
you probably would have been like, it was WrestleMania.
Right. I feel like it wasn't as packed as it would have been if it was WrestleMania.
Then if it wasn't that packed, and then it wasn't like SummerSlam or WrestleMania or like another, like they started naming all their pay-per-views like wild ass shit in the 90s, like Judgment Day, like No Mercy, like shit like that.
Yeah, there was no like steel cage or anything special like that.
Yeah. You probably just went to like a Raw taping. Who was your guy?
Probably. I don't know if NWO had started yet, but I got caught up in the fucking
dude. You got caught up in the madness,
the storm, dude. Yeah,
dude. Everyone was black and white for a little bit.
Arriba raza, baby. Fucking
dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
I learned those 2 words in Spanish and never buttoned any button below my top button.
Oh, you were fucking John DelCollo.
God damn, why weren't you in school with me?
I would have fucked you up.
Why didn't we know what cholos were back in the day?
DelCollo. You should have gone John DelCollo in fucking...
In L.A.?
In L.A., dude.
God damn.
You should have
I'm going back, baby.
John DelCollo. Coming at you.
Just doing an incredibly offensive and bad impression of Spanish.
Hey, Holmes. Just stretching things out way too long for no reason. Alasa palasa.
This guy ever heard a fucking Mexican guy talk?
He's like, you need to hit that Koji food truck. I'm telling you right now. Don DelCollo approved.
Some of the best burritos I've ever had in my whole freaking vida, dude.
Just pronouncing one word with an accent is the funniest thing in the world. So
that is like moms who've never been to Paris when they go to a restaurant. It's like one person who's like, they're Italian, but they're like, yeah, they cook a very good fettuccine, and it's my mom, like, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why we'll
did
have
you put
the bruschetta?
Shut up!
You're gonna get fucking the back of my bruschetta if you fucking say it like that again.
I also think it's, and again, it's not like funny, but I do hear it way more stern when like news reporters. They're talking and then they'll say Latina, but they'll be like Latina. They'll put like a little. It's like Latina, and I'm like, why do you guys just say Latino?
Why just one word?
Latina, Latinx.
Sounds like a South American tissue company.
Oh my God! Why didn't they do that? Can you pass me the
Latinx?
Ay caramba!
I'm going to the mercado. Do you need anything?
Latinx, mucho sick. Yeah, one more message. Mucho sick.
Mucho sicko.
Yo, first time listener, first time caller.
That doesn't make sense.
Yusef from Jersey.
Yo.
Bro, I think I fucking met you actually at Gas Digital. I was like trying to be an intern. Anyway, the reason I'm even calling is just started checking out your episode. Watched the one with Ian, watched the one with Dan Soder. Can't wait to watch the rest, bro. This fucking podcast is amazing. Can't wait to keep supporting you. I'm gonna be down the page next month. Probably do that towards the end of the month, next month. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste 7 days worth of Patreon. I'll join sooner.
Financially smart.
All right. Good luck, brother. Keep it up. I love it. Peace.
Dude, I honestly think that was a voice message from my dad. I may have met you in New York. I might subscribe. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe.
sorry to the fucking fifth right now. I'll be fucking financially irresponsible if I subscribe
Yeah,
today.
right. I wanted to fucking subscribe to you, but I couldn't. Honestly, maybe next month at the end of the month, I'll get the throw you a couple.
What's next month? August?
Oh shit!
Fuck. I'm gonna have to wait a while.
Right. I wanna look. I support you, but you know, if we're gonna get real, Dover Raceway has been there first. So I gotta go.
Oh, he's right about that.
He's right, dude. You can't argue with that. It's like
Before most of the other things around.
it was.
Kind of built the town around that.
It's like they kind of started it, and they're like, yeah, "We gotta do this."
No one brought it up before he did, but
It was actually there when the Pilgrims landed. It's just Dover Speedway. It's right there. But thank you, Yusef, for listening and supporting. That's very nice. I don't remember meeting you at Gas Digital either. I'm pretty sure if you were trying to be an intern, there's a lot of people there that I see and then once and then never see ever again, which, probably getting apprehended by gay cops out there.
yeah, you always got that in the back of your mind, right?
What about
That cop's gonna be around the corner.
What cops? What gay cops are going to be anywhere?
with furry handcuffs about to take you to his apartment.
Why that has never happened? Just one cop.
I mean, you can tell they're pranksters. They're telling you to call the fucking chief a dumb bald fucking limp dick noodle fuck.
That would be so funny. If
Just one guy put furries in his partner's fucking handcuffs.
he pulls it out. I was like, "You ready to go downtown?" God
Calls.
damn it. We're the gay police. We got our own precinct.
I do love that all these people are so nice and appreciative when they call and leave a message.
It is.
But some people really don't seem to have a grasp on the advice hotline.
Yeah. I mean, there have been a couple times where you get people who are. I want more. If people ask questions, I want more of those, and I do appreciate. I'm not like downing anybody who wants to call and just tell me how great everything is. That's nice too. But like, there have been times where like I'll watch YouTube stuff and I'll see people talking about like advice they want to have to like get their wife in the mood, and I would love one dude just call me like, yeah, so I'm trying to get me and my girlfriend are having some problems. It's like, oh, I got fucking keys
You want to?
for
Well,
you.
all right. Well, let's just do that.
Oh,
Pretend that. Hi, been a while. Hey. First. Wait, that guy said something.
he said first time caller.
First time.
First time.
Like, whoa.
That might be
He called immediately.
Right away,
before
I know
he
he's
fucking-
having problems with fucking because he's first time. That's not what you want to say to anybody. Okay. Hey, what's up? Well,
Hey.
I don't know why I'm talking back.
Hey, Shaner. It's Randy Del Dildo, and I'm just trying. Big fan, first of all. Saw you from a distance the other day, as I usually do, because I'm watching you. Anyway, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my girlfriend back in the bedroom. It's been a while, and just wondering if you had any advice on how to relight the flame. Oh, I see you.
Well, thank you, Randy Del Dildo.
Guy's kind of a creep.
He sounds creepy as fuck, but he sounds like he's having a problem. Now, Randy, I think a lot of the times with relationships, the spark goes out because of lack of communication. I think that's the first and foremost. And two, the longer you've been with somebody, you start figuring out quirks about them that maybe they all seem mundane. There's nothing worse than fucking somebody that you know all the fucking ways to get into. And two, the other thing that happens is when you find out all these ways about somebody, they start to lose attraction. I've found that a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm just like not as into my wife or my girlfriend that I've been into for a long time. And sometimes I think that that's just because you think that sex is now just like, we just do it to do it, and that's a bummer. But I think really it really comes down to is finding out that if your chick is more about exploration about stuff, that will change everything. And two, it also, if you like, I know a lot of guys.
Exploration code for eating butt.
That is part of it.
I just don't want people to get hung up on
I was gonna go into
terms that don't really have defined definition.
Eating butt, first off, if you snag a woman in the beginning of the relationship who's all about getting her butt eaten, and then it wanes over time, that's
where over time she does not want you to eat butt anymore.
That's happened to me before.
And what do you think that is? They liked it the first time.
I think they're worried that I'm gonna get down there one day and be like, "What the fuck's all this about?" But really, like.
You think it's a slowdown in the hygiene?
I think what it is that women get like, I'm just thinking. I'm not speaking for women. I think women get self-conscious about their lady parts over time. I think what happens is
as they age, not necessarily in a
hygiene way
relationship.
No. I think as they're getting older, like my pussy doesn't look as good as it did X amount of years ago. Stop
putting your nose in it.
Really, what it comes down to is if I'm attracted to you in the beginning of our relationship, I'll still see that like you ever see like an 80-year-old man look at his wife like, I still love her. That's because he remembers when that pussy was fucking baller, dude. And he's like, I still would munch that woman's box. That's what you want. And that's the whole thing too, is like I've dated a woman once for 7 years. 7 years, and we grew in different ways. And I remember I would still, when I looked at her, I was like, man, I would still put thumbs in you. I would not do it. I'm still attracted to who you are. And that's, if I was dating someone, I'd still be attracted to them no matter what. Like in my head, there would only be certain things that would make me not attracted to them. And it was very hard once I'm dating you to turn me off of you in a physical sense. And I think over time, women get worried that you are going to start waning in attraction to them. And really all you got to do is like to show them that you're still on board is eat some butt. If you put a butt in your face, like, or just be pumped about seeing them naked. You know what I mean? Like just being like, holy shit, my bucket dick.
I'm so glad you gave an alternate to eating ass, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the hunger for ass that you do. So to have a different thing as simple and easy as just enjoying the sight of them naked, that's a relief.
But also like, being pumped, like, I mean, I remember when I would date chicks, I would constantly, if we were out, I would whisper in their ear about like things, dirty shit I wanted to do to them, like right then and there.
You see that line for the bathroom?
I was like, guess what?
You don't need to go to that room because you can do it on my face.
We got the fast pass for that ass. We're skipping the line. You hungry? Hungry for ass?
You want another moons over my hammy? Because I know your ass was at Denny's on this date, dude.
I've never taken a woman to Denny's.
I'm not sure that I have either, but you know what I've been absolutely begging my girlfriend to do with me? It's not what you think.
I cannot wait for this.
I just want to take her to Perkins. I haven't been to a fucking Perkins in 20 years.
You just want to go to a Perkins?
I pass a billboard for it on 95 all the time. And I'm like, you want to go to Perkins? She says, no. It is like 25 minutes.
And that's your love
away.
language. Is shitty diner food.
Is breakfast for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. What's her love language? If you knew it.
Probably sushi. Is it got to be food related?
No. No.
Well, I think it's still sushi.
It's pretty good love language.
No, I'll never know what love language means.
I didn't know.
Will I ever care?
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was until I started dating women saying that shit. I was like, what the fuck is love language? I don't know what it is.
And okay, so you said Perkins is mine. What could another thing? Is it always an abstract?
No, like some people I've heard women claim that their love language is like, oh, love language is like touch, or love language is like gifts. like, of like adoration, or love language was like compliments, or love language is like this, or it's just like
Okay, so yeah, just like
Normal-
five
normal
staple ways of
relationship
showing
shit?
affection.
Yeah. Is normal relationship shit is your love language? Yeah, that sucks that you keep dating fucking retards
Yeah.
that don't know how to fucking figure it out. It blows my mind when she's like, yeah, it's like he never really got me. I was like, did you hear your voice? I wouldn't fucking
Yeah.
be around you.
I'm not gonna go to the fucking flower store and buy flowers for a bitch that goes outside talking like that.
No. First off, you go into the flower store?
Do they have those? Is it just the grocery store? I
Yeah,
have no
it's just
idea.
the grocery store. You go to fucking Giant, you go
Yeah.
to the fucking produce department, you find the floral department, be like, hey.
I'm sure it's way easier than that these days. You can just get on the computer.
Oh, you can go to 1-800
They'll
flowers.
bring them to you. They'll probably have
Dude,
a
if you
little
want to
card.
look, I've one thing I've found is like just getting a chick flowers for any reason is like just doing stupid shit like that. You're dunking.
Oh yeah.
Like I've done that before.
Well, here's the thing though. It's like you have to not do anything for years, like half a decade, and then flowers are like the best fucking thing to ever happen. You know what I mean? You just gotta be a real low level piece of shit.
Be a shitty boyfriend. Here's how you snag them. You wear them down, get their expectations so low,
Here's what you do.
and then one day do the laundry.
Wipe your eyes 1:30 p.m. Out of bed by 3:30, no later. Flower store's closed? Ah, fuck. Well, I guess she can have half of my Trader Joe's macaroni and cheese today. Do that for 3-4 years, then you come home with actual flowers, buddy.
Whoa.
You're not
That
even
is-
gonna,
that
you're
is-
not even gonna make it to the bedroom.
That is a fucking dude. I've also like, I used to, I actually still do it. Like when I would date somebody, I would make them things. I'd make them stuff.
Yes, you're very arts and craftsy kind of guy.
I love crafts. I love crafts. I'm pretty good at crafting shit.
Now, what kind of psycho fucking malign shit would you make for these ladies? What fucking dead animal's head is this blood from, dude?
Yeah, dude.
That lamp behind you was actually
Yeah, that was for a woman that didn't appreciate me.
Oh, and she just up and moved across the country. No way. Oh, yeah? Yeah, completely left her whole life behind.
Yeah,
Haven't
it's
heard from
kind
her
of
since.
fucking bullshit, dude. Look at that.
I wonder why she did that.
That's superior craftsmanship. Why?
I think you are high on animal fumes.
I think I may have fallen in love with the wrong person. Maybe I did. No, man, you just make them shit. And sure, some of it, you're not going to go out of your comfort zone with your arts. Don't touch it.
Sharp.
Because, exactly. Are we going to have another Ian Finance incident?
There wasn't blood until you moved it. It was just handling it. Got it all bloody because of the barbed
Also-
wires.
Ian was like complaining about the hair in there too, which was fucking.
Oh, that is a nice gross touch that I hadn't noticed. Oh, boy. And I'm assuming that was hair from a hair doll that you made of this lady. Now, is that from her shower drain or yours?
Oh man, is it getting you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's my wife, dude? I'm just missing. I'm missing a piece, and I'm hurting. No, you make them shit. I would do that all the time, and like the worst part was, there was a couple of chicks that like, I would go out of my way to make them stuff, and they'd be so. Like, it sucks because sometimes you make them something and you put a lot of work into it. And they're like, oh, thank you, and you're like,
Oh, how many hours? did
dude,
you
it's
do
kind of
this for?
like when you give your mom a macaroni artwork. They're like, oh, we'll hang it on the fridge. Yeah, and you're like, I love you.
Oh my God.
And you're just like,
dude.
I love you so much. I'd do anything for you. And they're like, yeah, okay, fine. And that's why, like, now I don't give. I used to give, like, also chicks that I liked. they would be like, "Oh, make me something, draw me something, draw me like a picture." Or
That's
some
right.
shit."
You're incredible with a fucking a pencil or paint or any kind of.
But
drawing.
what I found is, I have given women artwork, and then things go south, like eventually, and then they destroy it, and that, to me, the last relationship I was in. And like, again, I kicked myself in the balls for this because I was like, you ever like do something, you're like, if I just didn't do that one thing, things could have been salvaged. Like, it was like one little thing I did. I'm like, fuck. And I remember I was in the car with my ex-girlfriend, and I was looking at Instagram, and I saw that my ex-girlfriend prior to her, who I still followed because we like the breakup was fairly amicable. I saw she had the thing, and I was just like watching stories. You know, like when a story ends, it goes to the next person, goes to the next person. So I'm just like on my phone looking, and it gets to her story, and she is burning in a trash can this fucking drawing I had done and given to her.
Specifically your thing. It wasn't like,
no,
things from all my boyfriends past are going into this cauldron.
Specifically mine.
Huh.
Specifically mine. And
so
then I
amicable is not a word that works both ways.
I honestly was like, that's kind of, I was like, I didn't expect that at all.
That's a little hurtful.
And I was like, and I audibly went, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's a nice human reaction to that.
Oh, you would have thought when I said that, the girl that I was with, she was like, what? I was like, oh my, and I should have just let it go. But because I'm a fucking retard and honest with the people I date, I was like, oh, my fucking ex-girlfriend like burnt a drawing I gave her.
Right. And it's not really that you gave it to her, it's that was your art.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was like. I wasn't bummed out that she burnt my art. I was bummed out that like I worked hard on that. And I was like, oh, that's gone now for like forever. And I was just like, and she, the girl that I was dating that at the time, she took that as,
I'm in love with this woman.
no, she took it as, I still am putting out enough vibes for this woman that she finds it necessary to like purge of me completely by burning my artwork to get over such a dude. And I was like,
They really do a good job of making a whole bunch of shit up in their head,
Dude.
don't they?
I was kind of like, that is a lot that I didn't think I didn't think that at all. And I tried to explain to her, I'm like, you know, I really think this was her with her one friend who was like, yeah, you need to burn that. Burn it and get it over
That
it.
was the
And then,
fat friend holding the camera in the background.
without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I was like, oh, when I saw it, I look back on that day sometimes, I'm like, if I just had not opened Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that thing would have disappeared.
I would have never seen it.
Yeah.
Would have never known. And then, of course, the one who was driving, so not the current ex, I gave her some artwork, and of course I didn't know, because like she stopped following me on Instagram after we broke up, so like I was blocked and all that stuff, and which is fine.
Not as amicable.
Not as amicable. So then I was informed by a friend, and he was like, oh man, it's like, I saw your fucking exes, like, because I guess they were still following each other. It's like, I saw your fucking ex's goddamn Instagram post, and I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I was like, I think she's like destroying a bunch of your artwork that you gave her. I'm like, fuck me. I was like, which one? And then like he told me, he's like, oh, I think it was this black and white one. I was like, oh, the Richard Ramirez fucking painting.
Man, so you just saw the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So I know that is gone. Also, my Flyers blanket is burned.
You made that?
No, I gave it.
It's still
it's still burnt. I fucking.
Why are they burn? Where do they have the means to burn these things?
You know, women
They're
find
doing
a way,
them under
John.
a bridge.
Women
with a
find a
trash can?
way, John.
They have them trash can fires.
They have trash can fires, John. They're witches. Don't you get it?
Eye of Newt, blanket of Shaner.
Dead man's balls in the fire, dude.
Richard of Ramirez.
Dude, that's the thing, man. You can't burn up a picture of Richard Ramirez. He's gonna come back.
That would actually freak me out.
Yeah.
It
You
seems
should
like the
never
wrong way
burn.
to
If I
do-
paint you a picture of a fucking serial killer, don't burn it. Just give it back.
Just leave it at a Goodwill.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
It'll get sold by accident.
Leaving this at a Goodwill.
Well, fucking put some bubble wrap
It's
around
like, yeah,
it.
it's like, don't touch it. There might be human hair in there.
Might be. There's a
But
goddamn
that's
wig in
everything.
there.
First off, that's everything at Goodwill. There's human hair in everything
I guess that
at
kind of
Goodwill.
comes
They'd
with
just
the
be like,
territory.
oh, fuck it. Yeah, with just another thing full of DNA all over it. That's fine. Have you seen our Air
I'm
Mattress
going
selection?
DNA shopping later at
Yes.
Goodwill.
What do you got there? It's like, oh, we're solving crimes at Goodwill. It's like, you can't get the cum or blood out of it. Holy fucking shit. Have you ever done that?
What, shopped at Goodwill?
No. I know you have.
Well, this
I'm looking at you.
Costco and
What was that? Is
Thank
that
you,
a
sir.
Costco shirt?
this is quiz. These pants are from Costco. This is a bootleg come to go sewn. It's high fashion. You don't have to know about it.
don't know
have
about
to
it.
explain it to you either.
Every time I see you, you're wearing something that I don't understand.
Well, these safari shirts are becoming my new summer staple.
And I want to understand it. Oh, the safari dude! As soon as I saw you, you look like a shittier version of
Like a
fucking
jungle
Spielberg.
gym. Oh.
When you were put on the glasses.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm directing a fucking bum fight video. No. I think we need to shove the bottle up his ass. It's not. They can tell it's fake.
Yeah, you're watching two homeless
Hey,
men beat
Dirty
each other.
Mike.
We're gonna have to. Everyone reset. Back on your mark. Pick him up.
Back to one. Is he dead? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! Can we get another homeless man in here?
Oh, my Lord.
Jesus fucking Christ! Do you think you would ever be able? How many homeless men do you think you could beat up?
There's no way there's a homeless man in this city that is in worse shape than me.
Is in worse shape than you?
Yeah, even the heroin addicts probably have more upper body strength than me.
Man. So how many do you think?
Okay, if they're those kinds,
Like, let's just say you get
those kinds, 5.
5.
5 of the guys that are at the stoplights that can barely stand up. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Sleepy Holmes?
Mm-hmm.
John DelCollo coming at you, going after the Sleepy Holmes.
Do I get a weapon or do I get to wrap my fists in anything?
No, you have to use your bare fucking hands.
Yeah,
dude.
I think. I mean, if those sleepy guys don't wake up, I could take fucking 15 of them.
Yeah, that's.
But
mean,
I don't think that counts as what you're
no,
looking for.
I'm talking about like you go down street, homeless guy's like,
Yeah. He comes at me.
and then you
Probably
turn
no more
around,
than- no
and
more
then you
than
turn around.
2.
It's like Thriller, and it's like
Uh-huh.
just a whole bunch of them like coming at you,
I would try to take out 2, the first 2 or 3,
and
and
then
then
you
run.
Yeah, you're a runner. I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
Are you going down?
I mean, part
the
of me thinks like if I was surrounded by 5 of them,
You get out of it.
I'd be like, my whole thing is shock and awe. You know what I mean? Like if I injure one to a point where
Right.
the other ones
Make an
see
example.
it and they're like, oh, fuck. I don't want to do this. And then part of me is like, how crazy of an attack do you have to do to somebody in front of another person where they're like, nah, I don't want to deal with that.
Probably pretty crazy. Like if you could just grab somebody's arm and break it immediately, I think that would deter.
Yeah, but like an
a lot
arm
of
break is like,
people.
I'm talking like if you pin somebody down, you're in a fight and you bite part of their neck.
You shove like a piece of scrap metal in their mouth or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like something real fucked up.
Or, dude, pinning someone down and then somehow lighting a cigarette and then putting it in their mouth and closing it. That would be sick as fuck. This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shanner. Thank you, John DelCollo, to
Thank
be
you.
on. We're going to switch over to the Patreon. Thank you so much. Please call the hotline, 833-443-5300. We will address any question, comment, or concern you have on the show, and especially about your love life. We will do that as well. Thank you so much.